Today, the 16th of August 2018, and you are listening to today's daily headline news on Rock the Block Live Daily with me, Eugene Tay. This episode was brought to you by our partners at OneChain, the world's first cross-blockchain platform solutions. First up on our category called Fuddips and Fomoons, we have Ontology with this particular decentralized application called Spokkz, S-P-O-K-K-Z, which is a creation by the company called Spuul, S-P-U-U-L. So they have declared a partnership where Spokkz will be built on Ontology MainNet using Ontology technical infrastructure. And Ontology, for those who don't know what it's about, is actually a multi-chain platform for enterprise. Now, Spuul is not new to the scene or to the market. Spuul have existing 60 million users and they allow content to be streamed and downloaded. However, Spuul is targeted only for the Bollywood media market. So as you can tell, that is quite a targeted demographic, even though it's no small number, 60 million. However, to grow beyond just the Bollywood market, Spuul, or in this case Spokkz, is the one that will be built upon Ontology infrastructure to go wider than just the targeted demographic in India. Meanwhile, markets like Malaysia, Indonesia, and India are huge market for media. Unfortunately, mainstream production houses don't really create content for what they deem countries who are not in the first world demographic. But with the Spuul platform, Spokkz token will allow you to connect directly with media producers and support narratives that is in line with your taste in movies that you find meaningful. So this is kind of a very good initiative to allow the decentralization control of media creation content, where anyone who is in the ecosystem can support their favorite movies by giving them tokens. In the category Pump Up Dumps, we have Bitmain making the news again. Well, as you probably have heard, Bitmain was going to IPO and somehow the documentation got leaked, and this what some of the juicy info that we managed to get it out for you. Funny thing is, Bitmain right now holds more Bitcoin Cash than Satoshi Nakamoto. As of March 2018, Bitmain holds Bitcoin Cash to a tune of 600 million at current market price. And it was acquired in the IPO for $1 billion in valuation. Also, in that same leak paper, we find out that they have LTC, which is worth $60 million. They have also holding on to Dash, worth $52 million. And do note that this is just the current value of the tokens that they are holding. The valuation of these tokens is usually 2 times more at the very least. And lastly, Ethereum. Bitmain don't seem to like Ethereum very much. They only have $800,000 worth of Ethereum. Now, what was really surprising about all this is that Bitmain, who is known to be selling the ASICs miner for you guys to mine Bitcoin, they themselves are not holding on to that much Bitcoin themselves, but instead they are holding on to a lot of Bitcoin Cash. Now, this leads me to believe that perhaps there might be something going on in the background, in the works, that it might be almost conspiracy theory level, that there is going to be a sudden push or movement in Bitcoin Cash in the upcoming months, if not the very next year. Otherwise, there is no real reason to hold more Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin and holding it to that valuation and not wanting to sell it away. Something to think about, eh? In Mediasizing the Regulators, coming right out of Korea, some good news. Finally, Korean government has unveiled on August 13 a growth through innovation investment plan for next year. In it, 9 to 10 trillion won is going to go into platform economy over the next 5 years. One of the projects to be developing on this platform economy is a digital platform for big data analytics, which include blockchain technology to ensure data management security and boosting the sharing economy. Still on news from Korea, we have blockchain associations pushing back against some of the government regulations that is intending to put crypto exchanges outside of SME business law and instead to classify them as entertainment and gaming business. What the blockchain enthusiasts and the business are lobbying for is that the government kind of respect cryptocurrency exchanges as part of a legitimate business because they feel such rules is going to stifle creativity and innovation in not just Korea, but as the effect trickles down to the rest of the crypto universe. In founders and use chains category, we have the American Association of Insurance Services turning to the IBM blockchain platform to support a new automated insurance reporting tool. Built on the IBM blockchain using Hyperledger Fabric, the Open Insurance Data Link, or called OpenIDL for short, system is aimed at simplifying regulatory reporting by allowing insurance carriers to store data on permissioned blockchain for regulators to view on an as-needed basis. Now that is certainly a mouthful. The system would essentially streamline the association's current mission to consolidate and report its members' insurance carrier rating data to various state-level departments of insurance. Well, this whole big chunk of information that I just got for you, if you just want to cramp it down into a single line, is that there is real use case for blockchain in the insurance industry. And why we brought this news up about this American insurance story as headline news for today's Rock the Block Daily is that right here in Asia, we have caught up with Val Yap, the founder and CEO of also an insurance solution on the blockchain called PolicyPal. Now, to find out more about that, tune into our Rock the Block channel, like and subscribe because that video is going to come up in the weeks to come. Also in the use case category, Coinbase has announced that Toshi is going to be renamed as Coinbase Wallet. Well, Toshi was created about a year ago by Coinbase team, and when it was first launched, it was in fact the world's first wallet for crypto collectibles. Of course, now that is passé because there's a lot of other wallets in the market right now, some like Trust Wallet, IM Token, flooding the market with cryptocurrency storage facilities. So with renaming Toshi to Coinbase Wallet, I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve because Toshi sounds a lot cooler than Coinbase Wallet. In the final news for today, and one that got me laughing so loud, is about a US investor filing for $224 million lawsuit to telco giant AT&T. Well, accusing the telco giant of negligence that caused, apparently, the Californian resident to lose about $24 million in cryptocurrency. Now, how did that really happen and how did AT&T get into this mix? Well, in this particular report by Michael Turpin, he claimed that AT&T's willing cooperation with the hacker, gross negligence and violation of its statutory duties, and failure to adhere to its commitments to its privacy policy. And now what happened was that Turpin was a user of the AT&T service, and he was a victim of a digital identity theft. Somebody got hold of his handphone number, managed to log into all the various exchanges that contain his cryptocurrencies and impersonate him. Now, rightfully, it would not be as easy to do this if you pick up the phone and call a service operator from AT&T because they're not likely to just divulge user number like that. So that got him thinking that AT&T or somebody in AT&T must be working hand in hand with the hacker to provide such information. According to Turpin, what AT&T did was tantamount to, say, a hotel staff giving out room keys to anyone who come in claiming that he is the owner or the occupant of the room without really checking for the identity. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. And before we say goodbye, I want to put out a question to the community out there. Are you currently right now mining Ethereum or you're holding on to Ethereum? And if you're a miner, what are your thoughts about the current situation in the Ethereum market? Are you giving up mining entirely? Is it still worthwhile to mine? Or are you selling off your rigs to maybe buy Ethereum, hoping that it would rise again? Well, let me know how it is. Let's have an open communication. I want to hear from you guys what you think about the market and what are the actions you are taking. Right? My name is Eugene Tay. You're watching me on Rock the Block Live Daily News, and this was brought to you by our partners at OneChain. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.